everybody. Welcome to Healing Fire and welcome to Sabrina, Tree of Life Inner Guidance. Talking about Virgo full moon, right? That's what we're doing.
Oh, yeah. And Mercury's retrograde for sure. And you
totally.
that you didn't send me the link until like 2 minutes ago.
And I'm like, I swear I sent it. And she's like, no, you sent me the thumbnails, but not the link. So yeah, total brain crap on my part.
We're all here. We're good.
We got it. I am the technical problem.
Okay. Well, anyway, we're here. It's all right. It's fine.
We're here.
Hi, everybody in the chat. I can't comment in the chat, so I'm not ignoring you, but I will glance over there every now and then. And if I see something that needs answered, I will go ahead and answer it.
Are you able to increase your volume at all?
I can put a headset in. I got to just think about it. I cleaned this whole room and now I don't know where anything is.
Now you can't find anything. Shit.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to say hello to everybody. Hi, Brina, Richleen. You got your own conversation going. Cool. Edward, how are you? Old Windwalker, Tapioca Thievery. I'm going to put the comments up on the screen too. I like what you said. Judie is the technical retrograde in Mercury. Yep, that is me. Terry, Aunt B, Violet Strange. Hey, everybody.
Where is that headset?
And Sabrina is desperately looking for her headset. Oh, my gosh.
You know, you're the only person that I need this for because I don't use it with anybody else.
So
so it's you again.
I'm special. It's my fault.
It is.
It's always my fault. Oh my gosh.
No. All right. Hold on. I'm here.
That's better.
Okay. Wait. Here we go. All right.
So
I'm here.
Are you? Are you sure?
No. Don't jump up here. I'll stab you. Oh, sorry. Hi. Hi, everybody.
I was telling Sabrina before we started. So I got home from work and I have an elderly cat. I rescued her when she was 13. She's like 17 now. She can't groom herself anymore, and she's long hair, long fur, and very, very fine fur that coats everything. But it mats really, really, really easy. And so I shave her down and I have to do it in little spurts as her tolerance allows. She actually likes it and she purrs when I do it, but she still has a short tolerance level. So whenever she's tolerant of me being able to take more fur off of her, then I do that. So I was doing that. And meanwhile, Sabrina's calling me going, "Where's my link?" I'm like, "What link?"
So she comes on before we get on here and she says, "Now don't take this wrong. I'm shaving my kitty." I'm like, "I'm sure you are." Couldn't we have saved that till after the show?
We're friends.
Whatever. Bring it on.
Like, yeah, everybody will take that wrong, but whatever. Don't need to. I'm postmenopausal, so
there you go. There you go.
So much TMI going on today.
Yeah, there is. Okay. So who else?
Okay, we're talking about your volume's still low.
There's nothing I can do. My volume's up. The headsets. Oh, wait, wrong button. That's
okay.
It.
All right.
You on the other hand are super loud in my ears.
My God. Okay, hold on. Because I'm at 38%, which is so weird. Everybody's like, "You're so loud compared to your guests." I'm like at 30% of volume.
All right. Here's another kitty to shave.
Okay. Oh, look at kitty poo poo.
That's That's
So,
both
guys,
of them.
sorry about the volume. I don't know. And I'm a loud talker anyway, so there's that. But
Okay, I'll just yell. Can you hear me now?
hello.
I'm here. Where's my link?
You got your link. Oh my goodness.
I also
I see
got
all your little sparkles going.
my hair tinsel. I got more today.
You're like, you want to be a tree really bad, don't you?
I do. I just would like to be in another country, but pick one.
Oh God. Yeah. Well,
I know.
yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, we are here today to talk about Virgo full moon, correct?
Yeah, and I've got all kinds of whiteboards and visual aids.
I do. What kind of aids? Visual.
Visual.
Oh, visual.
That's visual.
Excellent. Well, so I don't know what is that going to have to do with what's going on in the world here currently? What kind of energy is that what's it going to do to us? We already have retrograde going on. What's that going to do? Oh God. Okay.
Crazy making. So, all right.
Like we need more.
It's right here. What's going on? Can you see it?
Yeah. Wow.
It's kind of a mess. Well, anyway, it's messy because we've got this big conglomeration, this big cluster. Every time I say cluster, I want to add the second word. We've got this big cluster of energy here. So, all right, do you want me to just start?
Yeah.
Start at,
you do you, boo.
the top. All right, I'll start at the top.
Go, you be on top, baby.
I love that. While you shave. This is going downhill fast.
Oh God. Okay. This is not a family show for entertainment and spiritual purposes.
Purposes only. Oops. Let me see. All right. I've got the chart up on a computer here, and the cats are walking all over the computer, and they were walking all over my whiteboards. So anyway, all right, kids, because we haven't had enough fun with one lunar eclipse, now we have a solar eclipse that is going to arrive early in the morning on Tuesday, March 3rd. I'm in the Phoenix area. It's 4:35 a.m. in Phoenix, so that would make it 3:30-ish in the Pacific time zone. Central time zone 5:30, 6:30 a.m. ish, give or take 5 to 7
really
minutes.
freaking early. That's what it says to me, all of it.
Yeah, that's the middle of the night in my world. Some people,
it's also when I get up in the morning, but
no way, not a chance. So this is another eclipse, only this is a total lunar eclipse. It's a blood moon. It's the big deal. Okay. And so let me just say that the last solar eclipse we had with that new moon, in order for it to be an eclipse, and just so you know what people are talking about when they say eclipse. So in order for a moon to be in an eclipse, it has to be aligned with the lunar nodes. What the hell are the lunar nodes? So this is what I was writing up before I come on here with you. So we have the ecliptic. This is the Earth's orbit around the sun, okay? That's what the ecliptic is called. So in order for there to be an eclipse, the moon's orbit has to intersect with this sun's ecliptic. So because the moon isn't exactly in line with the orbit, it kind of does its own thing, but it crosses these 2 points at the top, the north node and at the bottom, the south node. So the new moon that we just had in Aquarius was a north node eclipse. So the north node is what you're moving towards. And I'll explain how that works in your chart. The south node is what you're moving away from. So the south node in a person's chart is kind of, I call it their default. So they default to that energy because they're used to it. It's almost like a past life karmic connection. So I can use my own example because I have south node conjunct, meaning the same sign, nearly the same degree point, a bunch of planets in Capricorn. So my default to solve all the problems is to work more. Okay. So when I get crazy and don't know what to do, or I get anxious, I tend to default to work or default to being bossy because Capricorn's the boss, or being efficient or organizing or telling people what to do. I mean, that's what I do anyway. So that's the south node. I am supposed to, for me, be moving towards the north node, which is always in the opposite sign, which is in Cancer for me. So what I'm supposed to work towards being better at is being nurturing and sweet and kind and the den mother and taking care of people like every good Cancer would do. Now I feel better that, and I do kind of take care of my clients that way and people. And, you know, when we give these readings, we have that kind of nurturing behind the scenes when we're not screaming and being fire signs, right, Judie? So, yeah. So, what is going on here is this full moon is a south node eclipse. So this means that when anytime there's a full moon, it fully illuminates things. Okay, it brings things to light, it brings things to a head. And this is the beauty of astrology. If you know there's a full moon coming up, you know that if it's stirring up certain people's charts and energy, they're going to be crazy. So you can take care of your behavior knowing that there's a full moon. People are going to be crazy. They're going to be road rage and all sorts of, if you're in sales selling Rolodex, then, people might get a little snippy. But if you, that's our little joke. But if you know this ahead of time, you can modify your own behavior knowing this. So full moons bring things to light. Full moons are usually about endings. This is really, really about endings because it's conjunct the south node. It is a full-on total lunar eclipse. It is like everything that there could be about letting go. It's here right now and moving on and getting rid of things that no longer serve you. Now, if this falls in your chart someplace, whether you're a Pisces or a Virgo, and I'm going to explain why this really is going to affect Pisces, or if you are a middle Sagittarius or middle Gemini. Now, what I mean by that is roughly around the middle of the sign, the degree points 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 degrees, which would put you around the beginning of June or the beginning of December. That's a square. So that's going to be headbutting energy. You're going to need to be careful because this is big, big full moon energy. And if you have planets that are headbutting against this, be careful driving, be careful that you don't blow your stack, things like that. So this is in Virgo. So let's talk a little bit about Virgo. And am I going at an okay pace?
Yeah, now I have a question.
Already?
Uh-huh. That's all I do. I'm very analytical. So I don't I have a Virgo moon?
Yes, but you're Libra rising. Let me
So
look.
because I have a Virgo moon and the
You're
moon
gonna
isn't
die.
what?
I said you're gonna die.
Oh God, I could only hope. Seriously. I have so many people I want to haunt. I have a list.
I bet you do. Okay. So your moon is at 19 degrees of Virgo, and it's a little far for the eclipse, but you are going to feel that energy. So to be clear about these degree points, because I didn't realize so many people didn't understand what the degrees meant.
Yeah.
So what the degree means, you have 0 to 29 degrees in each astrological sign. So 0 degrees is like you're in Aries. I think you're 1 degree Aries.
1 degree Aries.
Yeah. Yes, you're 1 degree Aries and you're March 21st. Mel, I think, is March 21st also, or March 22nd.
Is he? I
Yeah.
have an Aries twin?
Yeah.
Oh my.
So March 20th is the first day of Aries. So that would be 0 degrees of Aries.
From the first
March
full day.
Yes, then the next day, March 21st, is
First
1 degree
full
Aries.
day. Yes.
March 22nd, 2 degrees of Aries. So it goes the whole way up to 29 degrees of each sign. And that 29 degree point is a big deal because I consider it like it's the sign's last ditch effort to be that sign. So if you were at 29 degrees of Aries, you would be absolutely the most Aries any Aries could possibly be, because
But I'm the
it's
first. I'm a 1 degree.
You're the first, whether what has nothing to do with your degree point. Aries wants to be number one.
We are.
Okay.
I am number one. I'm number one Aries.
You are the first sign of the zodiac. Will you shut up so I can finish?
Okay.
So when you hear the degree points, this is why it's important to know what the degree points are in your chart, because they're going to get activated depending on what's going on in the sky. So you do have a Virgo moon. You are going to feel this. There might be some things, Miss Judie, that you feel like you want to let go of and get rid of, besides the present administration.
You called it.
I do know you. Yeah, wait a minute. Wait, here we go. My stick's bigger than yours.
I got some rocks. I can just throwing some love your way. Just
date night. Anyway,
you bring your stick. I'll shave my cat. No,
wow. Okay, we want video. So anyway, this is why the degree points are important. So this Virgo full moon eclipse is at 12 degrees. So if you are in that vicinity and have planets in Virgo around 12 degrees, and you're going to give or take a couple on either side. So what I mean by that is 10, 11, 12 is the eclipse, 13, 14 degrees of Virgo. The tighter the orb, that's called the orb, how many degrees away from the point we're talking about, the more you're going to feel this. Okay.
So how many degrees of Virgo am I?
Your moon is 19 degrees. That's 7 degrees away. You're going to feel it, but not as much as someone who was at 13 degrees Virgo moon, but you are going to feel this.
Now, my youngest son is June 12th, so he's on the 12th. He's smack in the middle of Gemini.
So he's that 12 to June 12th is probably about 20 degrees of Gemini. It's a little far, But if he has any other Gemini planets that are
Mm.
closer to that 12 degree, those are signs that don't get along splendidly. So there might be some friction, you know? So Virgo full moon. So let's talk about what Virgo is all about, because I just happen to have it here. And Judie, I'm sure that you're going to relate to a lot of this, because what she's saying, this is turning into OnlyFans. Listen to me. It's not as bad as when I was on spirit readings with Gigi the other night. It was hysterical. It was really funny. So these are all the things that Virgo is about. It's an earth sign, so it's grounded. It's mutable. That means its energy can change. So if you have moon in Virgo, you can change your mind, Judie, and the way you feel about something. You think about it, you're like, well, you know what? I thought this, but now I'm going to think that. And you're Libra rising, so you're going to change your mind anyway. So Virgo is all about discernment. Point, if you have a lot of Virgo, or if you have Virgo that's unhappy in your chart, you can be super duper critical. So people the next couple of days might be really, really critical and kind of nitpicky, snippy. The good side of Virgo is they are very good at service. They're in healthcare, often nurses, nurse practitioners, physical therapists. It's about your day-to-day activities, your daily life, the daily grind. That's Virgo. It's about your physical health. So the things right now, if this eclipse is hitting you in your chart in some area, it could be bringing a health issue to full illumination. Okay, it's about your
Great.
pets. Super analytical. It's about functional, being efficient, and it's not about drama. So Virgo's not a drama sign. And I'm bringing that up because with this full moon, it is
Like most of my family is Virgo.
I would stay away from them for a little bit this week. So the thing is this is a full moon, and when there's a full moon, it's opposite the sun. So right now, the sun is in Pisces. So with the sun in Pisces opposing the Virgo full moon, that full moon is going to go across the pond and illuminate the Pisces energy. Now, the thing is, this is all Pisces energy. So we've got this full moon here illuminating this entire entourage in Pisces. Damn that glare. Okay, so we have Mars in Pisces, which is your action, your assertion, your sexuality. We have the North Node in Pisces, which we just talked about. You're supposed to be striving towards the North Node. So you're supposed to be more Pisces-like. I'll get on with that in a minute. The Sun, your ego, your identity is in Pisces. Mercury, the way you communicate, is in Pisces. And Venus, your values, the way you love, the things you like, beauty, it's all in Pisces. So
Okay, wait. I have a question. So that's where the moon is right now, is in all of that?
No, this is opposing the moon.
Opposing the moon.
Yes.
So if you're, so however all of those things affect you and your sign, it's just illuminated basically. Is that right?
So
okay.
The Virgo full moon, anytime there's a full moon, it's opposite the sun. Pisces is the sign that's opposite Virgo. So we have this little itty bitty full moon in Virgo opposing all of this Pisces. So if you didn't have this entire entourage of Pisces, you might just have the sun there and you wouldn't be looking at Pisces as much. But with all this oppositional Pisces energy, and it's an eclipse, it's right on the nodal axis. Virgo and Pisces are going to be illuminated, both of them. There's no way around it. You can't say, oh, the moon's in Virgo and ignore that everything else is in Pisces.
So the overall theme of Pisces and Virgo is what? Like as a personality?
So the whole theme of Pisces, did you say? You kind of, your Zoom went. Ask me that.
So the overall theme of Pisces and Virgo is what in personality that is going to illuminate on everybody's chart.
So Pisces being the opposite.
They're the nice ones.
That's true. Pisces is the most sensitive, dreamy, sweetest sign in the zodiac. So here's all about Pisces. It's ruled by Neptune. It's water. It's mutable. Okay. It's dreamy. It's sensitive. It's psychic. It's spiritual. It's intuitive. It's flowy. It dissolves boundaries. Virgo wants the detailed, AutoCAD drawings. Pisces is like, well, we can put that room anywhere. We can move it. And Virgo's like, no, we need the exact amount of footage and square footage here.
Oh my
and
God,
Pisces
that is so
like,
me.
Okay, so the downside of Pisces, well, not necessarily the downside. Pisces feels instead of thinks. Virgo is ruled by Mercury. Very mercurial, analytical, thinking, detail-oriented. Pisces wants to dissolve all that. It's also illusion, delusion, addiction, big pharma. It's about water and the tides. Neptune rules water. Pisces, flooding. So this is where astrologers will say, with a big full moon like this, with all this Pisces opposing it, excuse me, too much bitching today. Right? There's opportunity about health insurance. There could be flooding. So that could be one of the things that this axis brings up. So what you're looking at here is you're looking at those opposing energies that are going to be coming together, hopefully somewhere to meet in the middle, but where you've got the Virgo with the south node, what you're trying to leave behind, and you're trying to move towards the north node in Pisces. So you are trying to become more understanding of other people's situations, more patient. Virgo's not super duper patient because they want the details. They want to get the job done. They want to get it done yesterday. The only other sign that is worse than that is Capricorn. I wanted this thing done 2 weeks ago. What the hell is the problem? So,
interesting.
But Virgo up against Pisces is you're looking at analysis versus what's the word I'm looking for? Dissolvement. So Virgo wants the details and the exactitude. Pisces wants to dissolve the boundaries and go with the flow. So with this full moon, you need to go with the flow, but that flow should be getting rid of what is no longer serving you. Like,
and that's for everybody, regardless of your sign.
Correct. But if you have, astrological configurations that this full moon and all these Pisces planets are going to be going up against, then you're going to need to somehow blend that analytical with the dissolving of boundaries and how do you meet in the middle, like any opposition is. So like your Libra rising opposing your sun in Aries in the 7th house. we've talked about this before. Aries is me, me, me. Libra is we. So true.
My best friend
So,
is Libra, which is funny.
but well, she's probably a good balance. Most of my
She
friends
is.
are cancers because I have, you see this cluster in Pisces, I have this kind of cluster in Capricorn. So most of my friends are cancers because I need that oppositional energy. Because other than that, I'm just going to bulldoze through and say, well, we're getting this job done. I don't care how you feel. And my friends are like, Sabrina, and I'm like, oh, I didn't mean it that way. Yes, I did. But so, but it's like this opposites attract, but can they stay together and can they play together? You have to find that happy medium. So with the Virgo Pisces axis, Pisces also wants to hide when the going gets tough. Virgo wants to say, I'm just getting this done. Stop bothering
Mm-hmm.
me. You
Mm-hmm.
know, so it's a pretty big oppositional force. We got the big full moon, but it's opposing all this stuff in Pisces. I mean, that's a ton of Pisces. Now, the good news is we have some other planets here that are acting favorably during this. So we have Jupiter in Cancer, which Cancer is a water sign, and Cancer gets along famously with Pisces. They're both water signs. Also is friendly with Virgo. So we've got some help with Jupiter. Jupiter is the most benefic planet in the solar system. It is also magnifies everything. So whatever Jupiter touches, it magnifies. So this could magnify the excellent energy between Pisces, Cancer, and Virgo. So those are all good things. All right. And we've got Uranus here, which is in Taurus. It's not really touching the full moon, but it is getting along really well with Mercury, the way we communicate, and Venus, pleasure, love, values, earning potential. It's getting along favorably with some of those Pisces planets. So, all in all, this should kind of be a pleasant full moon, but it's still about releasing. So, usually, when a full moon, especially an eclipse, comes up, you feel that energy ahead of time. So, we've already seen what has happened since the last eclipse, and that was on where are the dates here? Oh, it was on 17th, February 17th. So, in between, we had Mercury go retrograde. Saturn and Neptune go into Aries, which is a warrior sign. And we have this next eclipse coming up. And what's going on? Iran. And so
So here's a question, because Cheeto is a Gemini.
that's
So
correct.
how does this? How will this? What? I mean, he's already a psychopath. So how's this going to affect everything now that he's started the war of Epstein?
Okay. So,
Hashtag release the files.
okay. So in this, hang on one second. I got to fix this because this is an old headset that doesn't stay charged too long, but it'll be okay. All right. So if you didn't get to watch this, I was on with Mel Dore last Thursday and I did a complete analysis of his chart, DJT's chart. So let me
Oh,
yeah, it's the whole, I analyzed the whole thing live, up close and personal. I'm going to swap charts here because, you know, I just love these visual aids. Now, where did I put that? Why can I not find anything today? because I put everything
It's
back where it
Mercury
belongs.
retrograde. That's why.
Well, it can't be that damn far away. All right. Anyway, I'll just hold this up here so you can see it, and I'll plug some stuff in. So first of all, the Donald, he already has Uranus sitting right up here. This is the 10th house. Okay. So this is the 10th house of your public life. He's got Uranus sitting right up here on top for the public view to see. So people do view him as he's crazy, because already, without even any help from Uranus being there, but Uranus is the planet of revolution, change, freedom, eccentricness. I can't even pronounce that. And so now
Eccentric.
it's up. Thank you. So, and it also, because he already has Uranus conjunct his sun and North Node, so this is also where he has that electric, charismatic personality in the public eye. But he's got Uranus sitting up there right in his 10th house, and he's going to have a Uranus return next year, I believe. So what is the Uranus return?
You'll be taking a dirt nap by then.
Well, Nancy Guthrie had a Uranus return, and we don't even know where she is.
Yeah, I do.
I'm not, well, okay, I'm not saying anything about that. So where is eeny, meeny, miny, moe? So, oh boy. So this full moon, right in his first house of how he comes across. Okay. So right now, a couple of days before this full moon, the moon is going to be in Leo because it moves from Leo into Virgo, and it is right coming up upon his ascendant. It probably is there right now, and it's going to move into his first house. So he is going to have this full moon eclipse right in his first house. For
which means
everyone,
what?
He's going to explode.
Good.
Sort of. Not in the way that you think. I think that this is going to bring more of his bombastic personality to light. I think it's going to be emphasized. And then we've got all this Pisces energy over here in his 7th house. So let me just show you everything that's going on over there. And let me tell you why that's important. Ooh, look at the sparkles.
Okay. I know. Ooh, the sparkles.
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 I love it. Okay, so anytime there's a full moon, it's opposite the sun. So he's got the sun in the 7th house. Okay. You know what? I just have to look up what degree this I've got right. No. Stop walking on my whiteboards. Let me just look up this degree so I put these things in the right spot. No, that's
rose blue. Bury the blood clot.
Hey, listen.
That is fabulous.
Clots and prayers.
Clots.
And prayers.
Clots and pears.
Okay, so oh boy, this is messy. This is messy. Hold on a minute. Super messy. So he's got Mars. 7th house. Mars is aggression. When I tell you what the 7th house is, you're all going to jump for joy. So try to contain yourself until I'm done here.
Dirt nap?
So we've got the North Node striving towards this. Okay, so we've got Venus and Mercury.
What's bury the blood clot sign?
Okay, so now what's super interesting here is the 7th house, which is opposing the 1st house. The 1st house is how you walk into the room. Okay, So you, Libra, your hair is always perfect and your makeup's perfect. And what I know you said it's a filter, but your skin looks perfect because Libra walks in the room ruled by Venus, very beautiful. So when you come in, that is how you people see you. Okay. So
But I'm
when
an Aries.
but you're Libra rising. You lead with your rising sign. You
Oh,
can
you
argue
do?
with
Oh,
me.
okay.
Yeah, so you lead with your rising sign, okay? Just like Donald Trump leads with his Leo rising. He walks in the room like he's the king
Mm-hmm.
and he thinks he's the king. And he has a
Yeah.
fixed star, 29 degrees, called Regulus on his ascendant. So he does think he's royalty, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So this full moon is in his first house, his appearance, the way he comes in his seventh house. So, just like we talked about Aries, first house is ruled by Aries, which is me. Seventh house, Libra, we. The seventh house is the house of contracts, it's also the house of open enemies. Enemies that are your enemies, right? Look at that smile.
All I can think of is there's a first story window in his future.
So we are already seeing what's going on here. This is all on display for everyone to see. Okay. He's made a lot of enemies in 24 hours. He's made a lot of enemies for our country in the last
Yeah.
24 hours. Okay.
Yeah.
So now this going on here, this aggression, Mars is assertion and aggression, and it's not super aggressive in Pisces, but you got everything, all these other things right here, conglomerating around here. And this Mars is going to be in his seventh house of open enemies for quite a while. Mars stays there for a few weeks at least. So he's going to have that open enemy energy right there in his seventh house. So what he did starting this war with Iran is right on time for a full moon eclipse, and it's right smack happening on the axis of him and others. Okay. Contracts, open enemies. This is the marriage sector here also. It's ruled by Venus typically, but he has Uranus ruling his seventh house. So this Uranus going on, because he has Uranus conjunct his sun, same sign, same degree, all in Gemini. That's what conjunct means. He's got it ruling his seventh house, Uranus. He's got all this energy coming into or moving through that seventh house of open energy, open enemies. Sorry. This Uranus is getting highlighted. So that means erratic behavior. He already has erratic behavior because he lives with this. He's got Uranus in his 10th house, which he even looks more erratic. Some people probably find him more electrifying and amazing right now if they drank the Kool-Aid. But so he's got a lot of Uranus energy that's getting highlighted. He's got a lot. This eclipse is between him and open enemies, which he made a lot of. What else is going on here? He's got Pluto. Is that in the sixth house yet?
So with the contracts bit, because with him it's always follow the money, right? And Israel's giving him a lot of money, right? And there's a whole bunch of those countries that Iran has gotten in the way of things. Plus, they've found a whole bunch of rare earth minerals recently in Iran as well. So, and he's got his hotel deals that he's doing on that part of the world as well. So all of these contracts, he wants the rare earth minerals. He's making good on money donations that, people have given him. He wants his, what did I say, hotel and his rare earth mineral contracts. He wants both. So with the contracts bit highlighted and open enemies, because you can't do all of that in that part of the world and not gain enemies, especially how he's doing it. How do those two things work? He's making his deals basically so that for his own personal wealth, right?
Of course.
So, that's why he does everything. So does that ultimately mean that those contracts will fall apart? Or just that's going to be his motivation to doing everything, but that's always his motivation, is the financial deals and contracts.
Those are excellent questions. Thank you for asking. What I think is that we know these things are going on, okay? You would be surprised how many people have no idea any of this is going on. Like my friend Patty.
I wouldn't.
Well,
so many people have no idea.
Right. I said to my friend Patty, she was talking about the war in Israel and all of that. And I said, well, of course they want the Gaza Strip. They want to make it the Gaza Riviera. Mm-hmm. And they were talking today about that he wants to build a 90-story Trump Tower on the Gaza Strip. And this is Don Jr. and Eric's project that they want to do. And Jared is going to be involved with this as well.
And they have a new hotel deal in Australia now, too, apparently, for Donnie and Eric as well. Mm-hmm. Also, I'm going to throw in there, because I'm a squirrel and I'll forget to mention this. So the other thing is a big part of what the EPS files are going to open up and highlight for everybody, whether or not they want to pay attention and see what's going on. A big part of what it's going to highlight is just how globally corrupt the world is, and how the big players of every single country work together. Because the EPS it wasn't just, and I don't mean just, but it wasn't just trafficking of humans, but also resources and money laundering. And all of that. It's all of it. And so it's going to highlight the connection with the whole world, as well as election fraud amongst the whole world, is what eventually is going to happen here. So that's all the Epstein files. When they actually release a good portion of it, it's going to expose a lot of that. So globally, you have some parties that want to expose it. And of course, the big players don't want to expose it. So they're going to throw little sacrificial lambs, like formerly known as Prince, out there, to hopefully that'll satisfy us, but it's not going to. And, eventually it's going to be exposed. But you've got when he does his hotel deals, several months ago, I channeled with my guides and got that he wants to make the United States a Mar-a-Lago. So he wants to get rid of the riffraff, unless you can serve him somehow or serve the regime somehow, right? So if you're white, okay, great. If you have any melanin in your skin, he has no interest in you. If you have a hole in your crotch, then you can be of service.
If you're over 18, he's no longer interested.
But keep in mind, Mar-a-Lago was a trafficking resource as well, and that will come out. So this has to do with, we think about Iran and Russia and all of that. Those were huge on the human trafficking element, not just the oil in resources and other resources. Humans are resources too, and they all had partnerships, and this is all being exposed. But don't think that they haven't all known each other for many, many years and exchanged resources. So now that the files are being exposed, it's, all the buddies on deck. Let's make a deal time. So with this happening and all of that happening, what's going to happen? Are they going to implode, or are they going to have great luck, or what the hell's going to happen?
So what I think, and I was thinking about this as you said this. So I think that a lot of these contracts that he's been working on with other people for resources for hotels that people don't know about, we know about it because we know about it because we look into it and we listen to independent news sources that tell the truth. One of the things that just hit me as I'm looking at this, I'm wondering if this is going to put melanoma on the hot seat because she's the wife and she was involved with Epstein. And why are they bringing the Clintons in when, Hillary Clinton had nothing to do with the Epstein files? I believe that. Bill, I don't know. He might have anyway.
I think she still knew it was going on. I do. I'm sorry, but
well, she might have known, but I don't think she was involved. But
right. But she certainly didn't disclose it.
Right. So I think there's potential because of this access that they might start talking to melanoma and saying, well, we're going to have to, bring you in and have a discussion with you about this, which now, of course she's
on that thought, remember not that long ago when the international community started getting all hot and bothered about the fishermen, which you notice we haven't heard a lot of that lately, about doing double taps on survivors and by bombing the fishermen and all of that. Well, as soon as the international community started going, we're going to be seriously looking at you for crimes against humanity, right. Immediately he goes into Venezuela, and all of a sudden we're not talking about it anymore. Now,
what happened to the dude? What happened to the dude that we hijacked from Venezuela? Where's him and his wife?
Where are they?
Is he in Club Fed with Ghislaine?
Mm-hmm. No, he's not. He's in Russia, probably.
It's done. That was a complete distraction.
Yep.
From all of this is a complete distraction around the Epstein files. All of it. Iran was a big mistake, though. Big.
But
big.
He knew that was coming. I mean, he's been saying that he wanted to do that for years. He accused Obama of, you're going to start a war with Iran and all that. But as soon as they interview the Clintons and then people start going, well, now that sets a precedent. So we can now interview you two, both of you, melanoma and F45. We can interview you. Soon as people tune on that, immediately it's, now we got to bomb Iran. He knew it was coming, so he prepped for it.
Right. So I think that this access is going to, at least for him, it is going to bring that all to light. I think people that have not heard about these contracts for hotels, and I mean, I knew 2 years ago that they wanted to do the Gaza Riviera, Riviera on the Gaza Strip. And I have not been there, but it's on the water, isn't it? Isn't it beautiful there? But
right on the ocean. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's also holy ground. So they might do it, but it's you don't mess with the holy things. Something will happen to you. So
they're taking all the bodies and using them as landfill, and then they're going to build hotels over them. Is what they want to do. Notice a theme such as Zorro Ranch and the golf courses. There's a theme with these people. They have the same playbook, all of them.
Yep. So we're going to see what happens. Just sit back, and you're going to start hearing all about the contracts, and then you're going to hear other countries are going to get involved with this, and the dude's going to have a lot of enemies over this, I believe. That's how I think it will play out. I'm looking at one other thing here.
Yes, Edward, they are all distractions. It's all just like the mini pieces and everything. It's flood the zone. Totally flood the zone. Yep. Okay, so go back to your chart. So you have all of his, contracts and blah blah blah, all that's going on there. So what else is going on?
Well, Pluto has just crossed into his sixth house
Of Aries?
No, sixth house of health. Pluto in
Of health.
Aquarius.
Oh.
Health. I'm sorry. Has crossed over into his sixth house of health. So remember, I just talked about this Virgo full moon. Virgo rules the sixth house. Okay. It rules your physical health, rules your day to day activities. And what does Pluto do? Pluto is all about rebirth, transformation, regeneration. It's about power struggles. And what Pluto does, it goes in and it uproots from underneath, usually blows things way up so you can transform them. Now, what I mean by that is Pluto is ruled by Scorpio. Scorpio is the scorpion, also the eagle, also the phoenix. So Pluto is in Aquarius, moving into his sixth house of health. So again, Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. So you're going to see that Uranian energy start to come back out. There's so much Uranus going on here with it in his. He has it conjunct his sun. It's on his midheaven right now. Uranus is squaring his ascendant, what we were just talking about, and descendant axis. So I think as time goes on, he is going to get more and more erratic and more sick.
Mm-hmm.
Now, of course, they are, downplaying any sort of illness that he has going on. I mean, the dude's going to be 80 years old. And look how they made fun of our precious Uncle Joe. And Uncle Joe was more with it at 80 than this guy is, because this guy, this guy's bombastic, he's eccentric, he's crazy, he's all those things. And, anybody in the chat, if you want to hear about this guy and all about him and how he is and how he got that way, that's what I spent an hour talking to Mel about last Thursday. And I had the chart out and explained why he comes in the room the way he does, why he can be so cruel and so hateful and cold, downright cold about people and women in particular. He could care less about women. They are chattel to him.
Yeah. No better than the dirt on his shoes. Yeah. So what does it mean when a sign, you said, I think it's Uranus is squaring things. What does that mean when it's squaring it? How does that affect him?
Okay, that's a great question. So one of the things that I had the hardest time learning with astrology was aspects. And a square is an aspect. Now, the square is a 90-degree angle. So what that means is, in this case, we'll just use this example here, is he's 29 degrees of Leo rising. Leo's fixed and masculine. So if you drew a line here to here, you would see that 90-degree angle. Yeah, geometry. Yeah. I love geometry. So he's got Uranus at the top of his chart. I think his midheaven is about that same degree point. His midheaven is 24. So his midheaven is 24 of Taurus. Leo and Taurus, as a rule, are not good bedfellows. They don't have a lot in common. They don't see things eye to eye. The other sign here is Aquarius. Aquarius is the opposite sign of Leo. Leo is all about me. I want to be on the podium. I want to be on the throne. Aquarius is, but I want what's best for humanity and the collective and the team and the group. Can you see where that's an opposition? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Neither of them want to budge because it's fixed energy. Taurus is also fixed energy. So this means that Uranus and Taurus squaring these angles means that they're not going to get along very well right now. It is going to accentuate potentially the worst in the Leo rising, the worst in the Aquarius, and to the power to the people over here. And on his midheaven, he is probably seen round the world as a raging lunatic.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's all here. Now, some of you might be saying, well, who cares about astrology? We can all see that. But for people that, don't really know what this guy's like, or, only have their own opinion of him, this is a kind of a map to show why he's the way he is. Now, what can potentially happen? So, what can potentially happen is you see this open enemies contracts here. I think that's going to all come to light, what they've been doing behind the scenes, what he's been doing with his other excellent bedfellow, Netanyahu, Yahoo. So they're going to see that he's had something going on with Yahoo contracts. I think they together are working to build this Gaza Riviera.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's going to start to come out more because we're going to get full illumination. The full moon is in Virgo, but like I said, with this conglomerate of Pisces energy, it's going to bounce. That energy is going to bounce back and forth. So you are going to get the illumination of both signs here because it's an eclipse. So this is like a full moon on crack. Plus all the Pisces energy. It's gonna magnify this whole axis. For anybody that's got the Pisces and Virgo, the squares of Gemini and Sagittarius, or in this dude's case, it's right in his first house, him, and in the seventh house of marriage, contracts, open enemies. So it's going to illuminate those contracts that maybe we didn't see about, where you've got Uranus up here, which has been squaring his ascendant, how he comes in, descendant, other people, the contract area. People already see him as he's crazy, and he's getting crazier because this Uranus is going to come sit on his Uranus. Anytime a sign returns to your birth sign when you were born, so what a return means is the planet comes back to the same degree point it was when you were born. Uranus takes approximately 84 years to go around the sun. So next year, or within the next year and a half, he's going to be 80 this year, then 81, 82. So when Uranus hits his Uranus, or is very close to it, that is usually revolutionary in one way, shape, or form. Revolutionary for the person or for a country. So we talked about this the last time when I talked about Uranus, the United States having a Uranus return. And the last time it happened, 1941. More white.
All the major things.
Yeah, 1858, 1776, 1689, Pope Leo's namesake, 1605. So when Uranus gets to him, it's going to take a little while. Let's see.
Karen points out you missed the chance for a joke, Sabrina. Moon crack.
Sorry, Karen. Keep track of us. It's when he gets close. If he's still around, that Uranus return at around the age of 84, and if he hasn't fallen from grace before then, I don't think it's going to take that long. But that Uranus return could would be in his 10th house. So whatever happens, it's going to be in full view for the whole world to see, because that's the 10th house. Like Nixon had Saturn in the 10th house for the whole world to see. Saturn in the 10th can be a fall from grace. We saw it on the public stage. So, I don't predict. I always say to people, I don't do predictions. I say there's potential for. So right now we're seeing that this axis is getting illuminated. There's potential for all these contracts he's got going on that the public doesn't know anything about, or probably going to come out. Stuff with him and Epstein files is probably going to still keep coming out, because there was contracts going on there behind the scenes. And when all this stuff moves up, and we talked about this too, and when all these planets move up into his 8th house on April 15th, coming up to that April 15th date, that's a conglomeration of Aries energy. That's like 47 Judies.
I mean, the world would be complete, but
of course. But this is the house of other people's money. So I think that, we're getting close. Like I told you before, I think that this is going to be when more money laundering comes out, but with him involved. Now, I could be wrong. I got that hit when I was with you. I remember sitting here. I remember looking at 3 different charts, and I saw that. I'm like, oh, that's money. So that's what I think. So
so when I look at the wheel, there is, so pull it back there. Yeah. Okay. So the from my perspective, the upper left or whatever, or I guess from your perspective, probably to the right of Uranus, he's got like a ton of stuff. Like in those three little, whatever they are, sections, they're all like right there. So what does that mean?
Okay. You got to watch the video with me and Mel, and it's going to explain.
I watched part of it, but I haven't seen all of it, so I will.
Okay. So this, he has the Sun, the North Node, and Uranus all together. So this is the planetary symbols here. Has them, of course, Judie's number 1. Okay. We're going to say that only because we're on her show. So what this means is he has Sun in Gemini. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Gemini is your car salesman or your snake oil salesman. Geminis can be extremely charming. They're very smart. They like details. They love to communicate. They like to talk.
Don't cross them, though.
I'm afraid of Geminis. So, and he has the North Node there. So the North Node, remember, we just talked all about the North Node. It's what you're moving towards. So, and then he has Uranus also in Gemini. So this is where he gets that eclectic, charismatic, electric, talkative, in front of people, personality that sucks so many people in, how he got so many people to just, he's great at pep rallies, and he's Leo rising. So when you're Leo rising, and especially here, trying to get that over there. So he's Leo rising, 29 degrees of Leo. He's got a fixed star in his ascendant, Regulus, which means royalty. And he's got Mars in Leo, action and aggression and assertion, conjunct the ascendant. So he walks in, he's always has his perfect suit on, and his suntan is Leo from the sun. Leo rules the sun, or the sun rules Leo. You know what I'm saying? So, and good Leos are fun. They're adventurous. They're creative. They love children. They're very loyal. They're going to be your
My
buddy.
mom's a good Leo.
Okay. Yeah. So if you're a good Leo, you want to be around good Leos. They're fun, they're sunny, they're, but you don't want to be around a bad Leo, because bad traits of Leo is they are bombastic, they are egotistical, they're arrogant, they're bastards. Bad Leos can be so arrogant, it's unbelievable, and we're watching it. So he comes in the room with all this arrogance and aggression. I'm the king. And he does it really well because he's super charismatic, because he's got Uranus and North Node and the sun all in very talkative Gemini, which is all about communication, and Mercury. But now, this is not every Gemini. So when I did my little disclaimer when I was on with Mel, and I said, I am going over these things in this chart in the context of this individual. This does not mean that every Leo rising is bombastic and arrogant and awful, and it's all about them. Not true. Okay? So it doesn't mean that every Gemini is these things. But I will say one thing, and I heard it again. My friend Kitty, who taught me astrology 40 years ago, she always said Gemini is the professional liar. Now, somebody else just said the exact same thing. Now, that's not every Gemini, okay?
No, but if they want to be, they are.
They're good at it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Communication. They can talk their way in and out of everything. And, what I used to say about Geminis, this is many, many years ago now. I don't know, 35 years ago or something. But I was dating a Gemini at the time. And what's really funny is he has the exact same birthday as Mike Pence. So you can imagine that didn't go over well with me. But anyway, so, live and learn. But what I would say to him, I would say, so we go in the living room and talk to people, and you agree with everything they say. Then we go into the kitchen and talk to a different group of people that say the exact opposite thing, and you agree with whatever they say. I said, I don't know where you stand, because you bullshit back and forth. Where do you really stand? And anyway, that was all done. Bye-bye. But yeah, the same exact birthday as Mike Pence.
And what is Mike Pence?
Mike Pence is a Gemini.
Oh God, really?
And he also has Mars in Leo.
Oh Jesus.
Has Mars in Leo.
Oy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And Mars in Leo, just let me tell you, Mars in Leo wants to be worshipped.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, I have always been attracted to Mars in Leo. Not this Mars in Leo, but I can't tell you how many guys over the years had Mars in Leo. And I'm like, you're exhausting. I don't have time to shine your shoes. Okay? I'm just not interested. And if anybody's getting worshipped here, bitches, it's me. Goodbye.
As a good Sag would say.
Yeah. Goodbye.
I got time for this. I got places to go.
I'm gone. Nobody pulls a disappearing act any better than a Sagittarius. I mean,
yeah, they love to travel. They'll see ya.
Oh yeah, yeah. And I also, I'm out the back door. I'm one of those people that, like, all right, I've had enough, and I'm not going to spend the next hour and a half saying goodbye to everybody. I just go out the back door.
So we have full moon crack in Uranus and out the back door.
Yeah. Okay, now I got to put the headset in that is charged. Okay, there we go. So yeah, just leave my anus out of it, okay, people.
You brought it up, full moon crack. That's all
Okay. So anyway, sit and spin. Yeah. What's going on in the chat? Are they talking trash to us?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I'm seeing that heart set. Oh, yeah. Oh no, Marina, not Selena. Okay. But Marina, I can see why you would be attracted to a Gemini if you're Gemini rising. But anyway.
So for the collective, as just a whole right now, the general energy with this full moon in Virgo is just as a whole is to get through it, everybody should be more like Pisces and just literally go with the flow.
I'm looking for this statement that I found, and I think I sent myself a message. Maybe I didn't, but it was so profound I can't find it. I clean my whole area here. I can't find a thing, including my headset.
That's what happened.
So okay, so let's just say, as a whole, as a collective, okay, with the moon in Virgo, pay attention to your health. Look at what your day-to-day habits are like. They're going to be illuminated if you are not already thinking about this and not already feeling of this. Okay. So maybe there's some habit that isn't the best for your physical health that you could give up, or you've been thinking about it and you just kind of need a little push to do that. This would be a good time to do it. And it would be it's a nice time because you have support from Jupiter, and Jupiter in Cancer gets along really well with all those planets in Pisces. So you've got Jupiter favorably getting along with all of these: Mars, the North Node, Sun, Mercury, Venus, and Jupiter in Cancer also gets along really well with Virgos. So you've got the energy to help you let go of any day-to-day things that you're doing that aren't the best for your health. And because Virgo and Pisces are on that oppositional axis, all that Pisces energy is about mental well-being. So this is all about generalization well-being, whether it be mental, emotional, spiritual, also physical. And that if you are super good at exercising and eating right, but you don't take any time to be quiet and to still your nervous system, that's not good either. So it's that oppositional axis is what you need to be looking at, like the mouthful of Skittles. Yes, Mona Lee. I haven't had my Tootsie Rolls yet today, but there's still time.
Hey, can I just say, if you haven't tried a Butterfinger lately, they changed the formula and they're amazing.
They already were amazing. They made them.
I know, they're even better now. They're so good. Oh, try one.
No. One? How do you eat one Butterfinger, bitch? How do you eat one? There's no way.
Because they're like this big.
Oh, well, I get the little minis. So
my manager is like telling me about them. I'm like, oh, I got to try one. So he went and bought one. You know how they like have 2 bars in one package? Yeah. So he took one and he left me the other half. I'm like, damn it. And then the next time I went to the gas station, I bought myself one. And I'm like, see what you started? I haven't had one in years.
I love Butterfingers. Oh. I do. I'm not a big candy person. I love my Tootsie Rolls, and I love peppermint patties and Butterfingers. And I
like Snickers.
Do you remember Zagnuts? Zagnuts are the Butterfingers without the chocolate. They have like a coconut on top. Do you remember Zagnuts? They're just like Butterfingers, no chocolate, but they kind of have a light layer of coconut on top. Oh, those are even better than Butterfingers, because I can do without chocolate, but
I'm not a coconut fan.
Oh, see, I love coconut tequila, coconut rum, coconut coffee.
Coconut rum is good. I will give you that. Like the Malibu, that's good.
They also have coconut Irish cream also. So anyway,
I'm curious.
Gigi's here. Come here, G. Come here, Jumanji. So for the collective, this axis, and it's well supported with Jupiter, this should not be an ugly full moon eclipse at all. But I think that if you are not taking care of that physical health, mental health axis, that this could give you a little wake up call. that you already know is there. So anytime that there's an eclipse, there's a full moon energy, you feel it. You know it's coming. You know. And if you want to pretend it's not coming, you can. Hi, G.
So now when exactly again is it's March 3rd?
Tuesday morning. Yeah,
Tuesday
3:30 a.m. this Tuesday morning. So everyone in the chat, make sure tomorrow night you put out all your crystals. You put out your big jar to charge your moon water. Oh, yeah. And I have my so this is my moon water here in a spray bottle, and I missed the whole room down. The cats are not delighted, but I missed the whole room down just to kind of cleanse the air. And then I burn the Palo Santo and call in all the angels. So put a jar out there with your moon water. I have a tray of all my crystals on here. I'll take all my crystals outside. The neighborhood thinks I'm insane, but I'll take them all. I was putting them out on my front porch, but I realized then the full moon just comes right down over my outdoor patio. So I'm putting everything outside to charge under the full moon. And especially since it's
I live in the Pacific Northwest, there will be rain and clouds.
Well, set your intention that the full moon is showing through the rain and clouds. I'm in Phoenix, so it's sunny whether you want it to be or not.
Yes, but, I know.
Yeah. So, yeah, overall, I think that this is going to illuminate some stuff that a lot of the public isn't aware of with this villain in office. And I think for us as a general thing, because of the help and support from Jupiter, the biggest benefic planet in the solar system that rules Sagittarius, we have help, we have support. So if you're looking at, getting rid of some bad habits or learning how to take a little bit more mental downtime, now would be an excellent time to set those intentions and to let go of some habits that no longer serve you. Just get rid of the stuff that's not working for you anymore, if you have the ability to do that. I don't know about any first floor windows, but there's always hope.
So there's a couple questions. One, Rose Blue is wondering who likes Leo. Who are Leo's friends?
Oh, okay. Actually, Aries and Sagittarius. You're looking at them. Right.
Who'll be your friend?
Who'll be your friend, Rose Blue?
Yes.
So the fire signs. So
we stick
Aries,
together, baby.
Leo, Sagittarius. Yep.
Nobody else wants anything to do with us.
That's because we're so fucking loud. That's why. So, and then the other signs that get along with the fire signs are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, in theory. Okay. The ones that don't really particularly care for that Leo energy are your earth signs and water signs, because Leo can be a lot, but so can Aries and Sag.
Yeah. I have a really hard time with Cancer and Aquarius.
Do you?
I do.
All my friends are Cancers and Pisces. I love my Pisces and Cancer friends. Well, it's because I'm all earth. My whole signature, even though I'm a Sag and a fire sign, all the rest of my planets, the guts of me is earth. So I don't have a lot of water, not a lot of emotion in my chart. So the water signs we complement each other.
Wait, is Libra earth sign? What's Libra?
Air.
It's air.
Sword.
So I have fire and air and water, right?
You have earth. Let me see. Are we talking about you again?
Yeah. Duh. 1 degree Aries, baby. Who else would we be talking about?
I don't know why I have this on here twice. No, you have some water. You kind of have a little bit of everything. You kind of have there is an opposition. You have a lot of oppositions in your chart. So that means that you have no problem with confrontation.
I actually do. I really don't like confrontation. So I will hate it every time I have to correct you.
And I will just go.
I don't like conflict. That's what I don't like. But if something is if I feel there's an injustice, that's when it won't matter. I'll speak up. But that's what it takes for me is like I'm very injustice focused for some reason.
You're Libra rising. Libra is the scales, justice.
That makes sense. Oh my gosh. So like that's what pisses me off more than anything is when there's any kind of injustice of any kind.
Libra.
I'm very much a rule follower. Like give me a rule, I follow it, but I expect everybody else to follow it too. And if you don't, I am going to say something.
Yeah, well, your Virgo moon would want to follow the rules, but you also have Saturn conjunct your Mars. So
what does that mean?
That means you want to follow the rules.
Oh, okay. This is so fascinating. So Cindy Jerry wants to know what do you do with your moon water?
I just showed you, but I'll show you.
Well, besides spray the room down and piss off the cats.
Well, so what I do here is this. This is very intentional. I'm pretty much intentional about everything I do. So you put your moon water in here, and I put in here eucalyptus oil. I put in here lemongrass oil. So lemongrass, I just love it. And eucalyptus is like a cleansing. And I have a few drops of lodestone oil in here, which is for abundance and prosperity. So I put that in there and I shake this up and I mist the room down with it. And that's pretty much what I do with the moon water is I fill this. I know, Cheryl, you're Libra rising and you're a Leo.
Whole pack of water.
Whole pack of water out.
Like
okay. Oh, like bottled water, you mean? Well, yeah, what you would do is you could set out, a 6-pack of bottled water and then just keep it and use it. Like I'm going to refill this after tomorrow. I still have some left, but because this turned out really great and I'm super happy about it. And yeah, so it's the intention. It's the intention. So I'm intending to charge this water to purify and clarify and prosperity or prosperityfy or whatever.
Posterity or prosperity?
No, prosperity. I couldn't say prosperityfied. So anyway. Send money.
Seriously. Somebody, hold on. I'm trying to find a comment. Just a second. Oh, okay. So Terry, you'll be happy to know that Sabrina and I are going to be on about every 2 weeks to talk about the different astrological chaos. New moons and full moons, baby. So we're gonna like every other week we're doing a thing.
Yeah,
we're talking about moon crack and Uranuses and
just leave my anus out of it and stay out of my crack, okay?
Spraying water on cats and shaving cats and whatever else we do.
Oh boy. Yeah, we're gonna have Waterloo here, but anyway. So
okay, well, it's been an hour and a half.
That's because you have 2 loudmouths on here.
Well, thank you for indulging my many questions, all my Virgo questions. Appreciate it. It's been fun. So, for those of you who did you simulcast or no?
No, because I don't pay for StreamYard yet because I'm debating about that because a lot of the stuff I put on my channel is pre-recorded because nothing better than anus and crack, except for anus in your crack. Or wait,
or the other way around.
Yeah. That's another sit and spin episode.
This is an
I'm sorry.
adult show. If you're not
It
18 and
is.
older, then I don't know what to
For
do.
entertainment, spiritual, and pornographic purposes only.
Yeah.
So what was the question again? I forgot. We were in the middle of something, and then I saw the
I don't
big
know. We
crack in
squirreled.
my anus.
Put crack in your anus and shaved a cat, and I don't know what happened. Sprayed it all with clean water.
I'm surprised they're not bothering me because they haven't had their dinner yet. But they're I don't know. Lance is right there. He's the trouble.
They're
He's
afraid
the
you're going to
domestic
shave them
terrorist.
now.
Yeah, no, Steffi already got shaved, and she
Oh,
got
okay.
a Sani trim too.
No, good.
Do you do that to your kitty? Do you do a Sani trim?
She so I don't know that you've heard the full story of this cat. When I first rescued her, she sent me to the ER because she shredded me alive. She now and I took her. So this was I was taking her for like an initial vet appointment, and it took me an hour and a half to get her in the car. It turned into a battle of wills of my Aries met a pissed off crazy cat, and it got to the point where it's like, you are going in this freaking car, it's one of those. During this process, I had to try to, because she was trying to hide, all this thing. Anyway, I had to try to scruff her to get her in, and she wrapped around my arm, bit me to the bone in my hand, shredded my entire, like both arms completely shredded. Her collar broke, like
your water broke, her collar broke, your water broke.
It was a thing. So I didn't realize how bad I was bleeding until it's like I got her in the carrier because she escaped once and I had to get her back in. But I got her in the car. I'm driving to the vet. And I feel like it's wet on my leg, and I look down and my leg is like full of blood. And I'm like, oh, well, okay. Wow. And so then I go to open the door when I got to the vet, which is like 10 to 15 minutes away. I open the door. There's a pool of blood on the well on the side of the door. And it's all mine. It's not hers. And so I carry her into the vet. The carrier is covered in blood. And I just hand to him, I go, here she is. Oh, don't worry. It's just my blood, not hers. And they're like, okay. So.
And cat bites are nasty. Those
yeah. So I ended up in the ER, but I didn't go for a while. I got chores done and things like that. And I'm in the ER, and the nurse is there, and they're like, well, what's your pain? And I'm like, well, I mean, they said I needed to be here. I probably should come here because, cat scratch fever, whatever. And my finger was like swelling huge. And they're like, so what's your pain level? I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I hate saying that. I can never gauge that right. But, I'm here.
47. Fix me.
I'm like, I don't know. And so anyway, the doctor comes in and he's like, yeah. And he starts asking me questions. He's like, well, where did you grow up? And I told him, he's like, you were a farm girl. And I go, yeah. And he goes, let me guess. You went all day being completely shredded without coming in first because you got all your chores done, didn't you? And I go, as a matter of fact, yes, I did.
Because I have a Virgo moon.
And he's like, yeah, he just looks at the nurse. He goes, what number did she give for pain? I guess they were taking bets after they heard that part. And I was like, I don't know, 2 or 3. I mean, I can still breathe. I can still stand. I'm fine,
I got my chores done. I'm good.
What? I mean, yeah, it hurts. I can't move my hand, but it's okay. And so he's like, what did she give? Did she give a 2 or a 3? And they go, oh, I think she gave a 2 or 3. And he goes, nailed it. He goes, I want my money. I guess they all bet in the back room. Anyway, yeah, so this cat now she lets me, because she gets so mad at everything. Now she'll let me shave her, and she purrs while I do it because she feels better. And she sleeps on me at night. So she always sleeps. If I'm on my side, she sleeps on my shoulder. If I'm on my stomach or my back, I mean, she's always on me all night long. So she's like completely
Your
trained.
best friend. Right. After
Well,
she
yeah.
tried to kill you. It sounds like a relationship.
Yeah, well, yeah, my relationships normally are the opposite of that. They love bomb me, then they try to kill me. But you know,
Hey, they could become president with that kind of behavior.
yeah, they could. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, thank you for joining me, Sabrina, for being a part of the Sunday Night Live,
fun.
and in 2 more
Sunday
weeks
night
we get to terrorize everybody again. No, Karen, she did not. I won. I got her to the vet. I won.
No. So, I haven't had those kind of problems with my cats because I have ragdolls. I can just throw one right over my shoulder and walk into the vet.
Well, so
Nancy.
here's her full story. Is I tend to rescue the older ones because and almost always they have issues. My dog, when I rescued him,
Just
his
stop
allergies.
marrying them, Judy. Judy, just stop.
I know.
marrying
Well,
them.
yeah.
When you're rescuing
Problem
these older
solved.
ones,
I'm
don't marry
feral.
them.
I'm best that way. I know that I'm best just to stay feral.
Get off. I gotta fix something. I'm listening. I can hear you. Sorry. My cat.
So the cat, when I went to, so I just decided I wanted a cat. And so I, probably an older one or one that was harder to adopt or whatever. And so I came across her and this other one, and I thought, okay, I'll get 2 because they're both, whatever issues, and I'm a rescuer, and I just need to not rescue people. I've learned that the hard way. But anyway, so I went in and I was checking out this other cat, and they're like, well, she's not adoptable yet because she's got to go through some other medical stuff before we can clear her. And I go, okay. And I go, well, what about the other one? And they go, well, because they had just moved her to a Petco so she'd get more exposure, but it was through a rescue group. And they go, well, we had all their doors open a little bit ago so they could socialize and whatnot. And so she's kind of just hanging out in her kennel. And I go, well, did she get out and socialize? And they go, well, no. And I go, what is she doing? They go, well, she just kind of hangs out in the corner. And I go, okay. I said, can I see her? And they're like, well, we could try. And I go, okay. And they reached in and she growled at them. And they're like, well, she doesn't seem to want to socialize right now. And I go, that's okay. I'll take her. They go, what? And I said, I'll take her. I said, I got this. I can do it.
For punishment. I have 10 fingers.
Like, I can do it. It's okay. And I said, because I knew the difference between an angry growl and a scared growl, right? It's like, that was a scared growl. And I said, I got this. I said, I can do that. And they're like, are you sure? I go, yeah. So they put on their gloves and they went in and tried to scruff her and put her in the carrier thing because she was just like, and they got her in there and I took her home and now she sleeps on me.
This is my domestic terrorist right here.
Yes. No, Karen, it wasn't 2 months later ER visit. It was fairly rapid order ER visit. Yeah, she was, yeah. Look at that. That is a big old cat. So I knew somebody that would travel all around in their RV and they got ragdoll cats because they're so easygoing that they could just travel with them and they were fine.
Well, here. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, that's back on. So these guys are pretty good. I mean, Seffi, my old girl, the kitty that I had shaved, she will kind of just sit in her bed in the passenger side of the truck when I take them back to New Mexico. And she just stays in the bed. And I give everybody else a tiny bit of sedative. And Bims is right next to me in a carrier. And he's a little whiny for, 30 minutes.
This is her sleeping on me.
She's a tortie.
She is a tortie. Everybody said, oh, you're going to know what tortitude is. But this is.
Oh,
Yeah,
she
it's hard to
looks
see.
she looks sweet. What's her name?
Luna?
Of course it is.
Nope. So you know that look when we get that look from a cat?
Yeah, I
So
get
I
it from
had her
that
the
cat
first time I
all
went
the time.
camping and I was gone for like 3 days and I came back. She sat on me, looked me square in the face, ears back, and just glared at me like, "Where have you been, young lady?" I mean, she
And do
just
not leave me again.
he glared at me. She was so mad that I left. I'm like, okay. Oh, look.
That's Gigi. She's right over
Oh,
there. Yeah, she's the one we call. Do you I don't know if you follow football, but do you know who the Gronk is? Do you remember Rob Gronkowski from the Patriots? I'm from
oh, yeah,
Boston,
yeah.
so we call her the Gronk. Nothing gets by the Gronk. She's huge. Yeah, she's a big girl. She's and she's not big bone. She's just big. But she's
I
fun.
resemble that.
But anyway, they're good babies most of the time. But
Aw.
this is the big white one. That's Mr. Bims. He was just
Aw.
up here. But anyway, they're good. They're being really good tonight. So all right,
Yeah.
we've been on here almost
Yeah,
an
we
hour.
gotta go.
I'm
Thanks,
surprised there's anybody
everybody.
left in the chat.
Yeah, they're listening to us about our kitties. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. We'll be back in 2 weeks, and please like and share and subscribe to both channels. If you haven't already, we could really use your support, and anybody else that you know that might enjoy this, because it will be a video after the live, might enjoy the video. Please share it with them, and please encourage them to share.
And if you want to hear all about
Then watch your thing with Mel.
Yeah, watch the video with Mel. It's an hour and 10 minutes. But I just explain what the symbols are, what they mean, why he's the way he is, and yeah. So anyway, and I don't know when I'm on with anybody again because right now I am in health insurance hell.
Oh,
so
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I'm on the ACA, and so if I don't get a subsidy, it's $1,500 a month. So I won't have health insurance because I am not paying $18,000 for the year for health insurance. So cross your fingers. I have to send in my fourth quarter earnings, and we'll see what happens. But anyway,
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, everybody. We will see you soon. Bye.
Bye.